Scott Disick is one of the biggest and richest reality TV stars. Born in 1983 to a humble family in Eastport, New York, he has since grown to become a world-famous TV celebrity. Scott tried his hand in a variety of things, like acting and entrepreneurship. He also produces. Scott Disick loves life. He likes parties, fashion, he loves being in front of the camera, and one special interest to him is cars. Not many celebrities have a more diverse car collection than Scott. Today we'll be talking about the incredible car collection of Scott Disick. BMW i8. In 2014, BMW launched a plug-in hybrid sports car and called it the i8. The i8 is currently in its last year of production, and among its unique features is its ability to accelerate from 0 to 100 km an hour in 4.4 seconds. In 2018, Scott Disick was pictured taking a brand new BMW i8 on a test drive in Calabasas, California. Overwhelmed by the car's performance, Scott drove the car home after the test drive. Of course, with an expensive taste such as Scott's, the i8 was never going back to the dealership. Ferrari 458 SPYDER. After an assessment of his fleet of cars, it's so easy to conclude that Scott Disick loves sports cars. The portability, ease of drive, and most importantly the speed of these cars make them an easy pick for fast car enthusiasts like Scott. The Ferrari 458 has all these unique characteristics and more. Scott has a red Ferrari 458 among his fleet of cars. He was often seen driving the Italian machine with the roof down, trying to get some sun and air while in transit. The car must have cost him over $300,000. Bentley Flying Spur. Bentley have been in production since 2003, when the Continental GT was released, yet the value and prestige the car commands keeps increasing. The Continental Flying Spur is a variant of the Bentley Continental, and it was introduced in 2005. Scott must have loved the idea of a four-door Bentley, obviously for the prestige it offers, and for having enough space for friends and family when on party trips. The Flying Spur is fitted with a W12 engine that cranks out 552 brake horsepower and is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds. Bugatti VEYRON. For Scott's love for sports cars, Bugatti VEYRON got a feature on this list. One of the best sports cars of the past 2 decades, it would have been an indictment of Scott's claim for class if he hadn't got one for himself. Named after racing driver Pierre VEYRON, the Bugatti almost couldn't be rivaled when it was released in 2005. It took home so many automobile awards. Bugatti VEYRON is powered by a W16 engine with a power output of 987 horsepower and 922 pounds-per-feet of torque. Scott Disick drove a black and silver VEYRON. Audi R8. Scott is pictured here in his brand new Audi R8. The Audi R8 is a German-made two-seater sports car. Although the first R8 was introduced as far back as 2006, the car is still in production to date. The R8 uses a Quattro all-wheel drive system, which has been trademarked by Audi. The first-generation R8 was last produced in 2015, giving way to the second-generation Audi R8, which remains in production to date. Scott drove the first-generation R8 and reportedly put it up for sale at an asking price of $134,995 through Calabasas Luxury Motor Cars. Shelby COBRA. Adding a vintage touch to this list right up is a classic car from Scott Disick's garage, the Shelby COBRA. This car exposes a rare side of Scott, which desires exclusivity and unique vintage luxury. A Shelby VIN COBRA is a bold statement in appreciation of ageless luxury cars. Carroll Shelby built these cars mainly for homologation in 1965. Just 56 examples were produced, and it could sell for $1.5 million in today's market. Ford would later unveil the Cobra as a concept car in 2004. Scott's vintage Shelby is painted black. Rolls-Royce Phantom. The latest Rolls-Royce Phantom was unveiled amid great fanfare in 2017 through a live stream. It's a full-size luxury four-door sedan. The car is built exclusively with a twin-turbocharged 6.75-litre V12 engine called the N74B68. This engine can only be found in a Phantom. Here, Scott was pictured with a friend taking a ride around Beverly Hills in his new but older Rolls-Royce Phantom, valued at about $500,000. The car has a powertrain of 454 horsepower at 5,350 RPM and 531 pounds-per-feet of torque at 3,500 RPM. His Phantom was painted yellow and black. Mercedes G-Wagon. For occasional off-road movement, Scott's fleet of cars includes a Mercedes-Benz G550 4x4. He was pictured going on a couple of dates and doing some shopping with his friends in this luxury G-Wagon. Scott's Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon is a custom-made truck that combines both the ruggedness of a Humvee with the luxury of an AMG coupe. The car has a twin-turbo V8 engine and churns out 416 horsepower at 450 pounds-per-feet of torque. The height and robustness of this car didn't stop it from accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a little below 6 seconds. Bentley Mulsanne. There is so much history behind the production of the Mulsanne, from it being named after a former corner route of Le Mans racing circuit in Mulsanne village, where Bentley racing cars have been successful in the past, to the resurrection of the nameplate after it had been retired in 1992. The car is fitted with a V8 twin-turbo, with 505 horsepower at 4,200 RPM, and 752 pounds-per-feet at 1,750 RPM of torque. It takes about 12 weeks to produce a Mulsanne. These impressive stats made Scott get for himself a white Mulsanne. So this brings us to the conclusion of today's video. Let us know how you liked the video on the luxurious car collection of Scott Disick in the comments below. Till then, hope to see you in another video.